This Sunday we have Luke's version of the Our Father. And like a lot of the things in Luke's gospel, we kind of get a shorter version from what we get in Matthew's gospel. And so Luke's gospel really shorthands the Our Father to praying for two things: that the Father's name is hallowed, and that the Father gives us each day our daily bread. So the question, I think, really naturally becomes, well, why does Jesus tell us to pray in this way? Well, the gospel that we have this Sunday continues, and where Jesus tells us to ask, to seek, and to knock. Right? He instructs us to pray in a way that is repetitive, to ask, seek, knock, to ask, seek, knock. And eventually, those who ask receive, those who seek find, and those who knock, the door is opened to them. But it's also a simplistic prayer. Right? It's a prayer that we maintain God's sacredness of his name, and it's a prayer that he continues to give us our daily bread, the stuff that sustains us and nourishes us, the Eucharist that goes beyond normal substance and satiates and supplies what we need for life and for life in the Spirit. But to simplify our prayer to those two things, it really helps us to control not going overboard and constantly asking for frivolous things that we might think would be nice or that we would like to have. And it distills us from serving other gods, right? Those desires tend to cause us to serve gods of money or power or pleasure or what have you. And instead of serving those gods, to simplify our prayer that the Father's name is holy and that we receive our daily bread, to simplify our prayer to those things, it concentrates us. It makes us focus on what's important at hand. That our lives are not about us, but that our lives are about service of God. And so Jesus furthers that in this promise that if you ask, seek, or knock, that you'll get what you're asking for. Well, and if we're only asking for those things, that's where the expectation that all of our prayers will be answered, right? If I'm praying to be in line with God's will, God will make me in line with his will. If I'm praying that his will is done, we add to the whole idea of working together for the coming of the kingdom. When we work together for the coming of the kingdom, it actually does come about. When we work against it, the world disintegrates into chaos. The Lord teaches us to pray in a particular way so that we can perfectly unite ourselves to him.